The news was initially reported by the New York Post, which reported that the actress had recently undergone a liver transplant and died of natural causes, according to sources close to her. The New York Police Department confirmed that there is no evidence of foul play in her death. In light of this unexpected loss, several colleagues and close friends expressed their condolences and paid tribute to the actress. Among them, Ed Westwick, James Marsters, David Boreanaz and Rosie O'Donnell stand out, who shared emotional messages remembering Trachtenberg's career and talent. Farewell messages. Ed Westwick, who starred alongside Michelle Trachtenberg in Gossip Girl, expressed his condolences in a post on Instagram stories. The 37-year-old actor shared an image of his colleague on the series and wrote, "So sad to see Michelle Trachtenberg go. Sending prayers and strength to her family and friends." James Marsters, who worked alongside Michelle on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, also made a point of paying tribute, highlighting the actress's professionalism and contagious joy behind the scenes of the series. Rosie O'Donnell and David Boreanaz were other prominent figures who spoke out about the actress' loss, expressing their sadness with moving messages. Official confirmation of death. Michelle Trachtenberg's death was confirmed by her publicist, Gary Mantush, in an official statement sent to the press. "With great sadness, we confirm the passing of Michelle Trachtenberg. The family asks for their privacy to be respected during this difficult time. There are no further details to be released at this time." The New York Police Department reported that they were called on the morning of Wednesday, February 26, to respond to an emergency call at the building where the actress lived. Upon arriving at the scene, officers found Michelle unconscious and without vital signs. EMS was called, but the actress was pronounced dead at the scene. The authorities reported that an autopsy will be performed to determine the exact cause of death, although the main hypothesis is complications resulting from her recent liver transplant surgery. Last days and final post days before her death, Michelle Trachtenberg was still active on social media. On February 18, the actress shared a nostalgic photo on Instagram, recalling moments from her career. Many fans and friends commented on the post, never imagining that it would be one of her last public interactions. The actress' mother, who was the first to find her lifeless in her apartment, has not yet officially spoken out about the loss. The close relationship between the two was well known to the public, and the family is now facing a time of great pain and consternation. Successful trajectory. Born in New York, Michelle Trachtenberg began her artistic career very early. Her first prominent role was in the children's series The Adventures of Pete and Pete on Nickelodeon when she was just 3 years old. But it was in 1996 that she gained notoriety as the lead in the film Harriet the Spy, winning over audiences with her captivating performance. Over the years, Michelle has consolidated her career in television and film, with memorable appearances in iconic productions. Her performance as Dawn Summers in Buffy the Vampire Slayer earned her great recognition and a loyal fan base. Later, in Gossip Girl, she played the manipulative Georgina Sparks, one of the most memorable characters in the series. In addition to her work on TV, Trachtenberg also ventured into film, participating in films such as Eurotrip and 17 Again. Her versatility as an actress and her natural charisma made her a beloved figure on and off the screen. A legacy that lives on. Michelle Trachtenberg's untimely death leaves a void in the hearts of the fans and friends who followed her throughout her career. Her talent, dedication, and remarkable presence will continue to be remembered by those who admired her work. With a brilliant career and unforgettable performances, the actress leaves a legacy of iconic characters that will continue to inspire future generations. While the world mourns her passing, her art and impact on entertainment live on. Former President Donald Trump's plan to introduce a special visa, called a gold card, for wealthy immigrants has been seen as a major boost to the U.S. economy, according to financial experts. The proposal is similar to policies already implemented in more than 36 countries around the world. However, the American version's distinguishing feature is its high price tag, making it the most expensive option available globally, as Anthony Esposito, founder and CEO of Island Capital Investments, explained in an interview with Fox News Digital. According to Esposito, this type of initiative attracts individuals with high financial capacity, who act as job creators and active consumers in the U.S. economy. The proposal was mentioned by Trump in a recent statement, in which he stressed that the initiative could be extremely successful. The former president emphasized that the beneficiaries of the gold card would be high-net-worth individuals and business successes who would spend considerable amounts of money, pay substantial taxes, and employ many American workers. The plan calls for a $5 million cost to obtain the visa, which would provide a direct path to U.S. citizenship. Trump reiterated that this measure would not only attract foreign capital, but also contribute to reducing the national debt. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick revealed that the gold card would replace the current EB-5 immigrant investor program within 2 weeks. EB-5 was created by Congress in 1990 and allows foreigners to obtain permanent residency in the U.S. by investing approximately $1 million in a business that generates at least 10 jobs. In addition to the economic impact, Trump stressed that the program could be beneficial for American companies seeking international talent. Companies can acquire a gold card and use it as a recruiting tool. At the same time, those funds can be used to pay down the national debt, explained the former president. According to calculations presented by Esposito, if 1 million individuals were to obtain the visa, the United States Treasury would receive $5 trillion, not counting the secondary impacts arising from the presence of these new residents in the country. And national security. However, Esposito refuted these criticisms, stating that the Trump administration would implement a rigorous process of vetting applicants. He pointed out that the policy is diametrically opposed to the approach of the Biden administration, which allowed a large influx of undocumented immigrants across the southern border without adequate screening. In contrast, Trump's strategy would focus on a thorough selection process, considering both the personal history and the financial strength of applicants. Amid the debate, supporters of the proposal argue that the gold card could bring significant benefits to the United States, becoming a powerful tool to attract foreign capital, generate jobs, and strengthen the national economy. The actual impact of the program, however, will depend on its implementation and the reception by international investors. Esposito also highlighted that if the number of people who signed up for the program reached 10 million, the economic impact could reach a staggering $50 trillion. He argued that these figures are real and represent both direct payments to the government and the subsequent positive effects on the economy, such as job growth, increased tax revenue, and boosting domestic consumption. However, critics have raised concerns about potential risks associated with the proposal, such as fraud and threats to national security. However, Esposito countered these criticisms, stating that the Trump administration would implement a rigorous vetting process for applicants. He noted that the policy is diametrically opposed to the Biden administration's approach, which allowed a large influx of undocumented immigrants across the southern border without adequate screening. In contrast, Trump's strategy would focus on a thorough selection process, considering both the personal history and financial strength of applicants. Amid the debate, supporters of the proposal say the gold card could bring significant benefits to the United States, becoming a powerful tool to attract foreign capital, create jobs, and strengthen the national economy. The real impact of the program, however, will depend on its implementation and the reception by international investors.